grow as an offensive player as a whole. Just knowing what the quarterback's thinking, knowing what the offensive line's thinking, knowing what the receivers are thinking, and knowing what their job is on the play in relation to what my job is on the play, and then what I got to do to help them out and what they're going to do to help me out. And I just know what to ask of them and what they have to ask of me. So it's a good 1-2 relationship going on over there.
How's the second time through different for you?
It's a lot slower. I'm able to read everything clearer. I'm able to see the defenses a lot easier. I play a lot faster than I did when I was a freshman. I'm also stronger and faster than I was then. So I think I'm really excited going into this year for sure.
Marquise said you went for about 200 in the scrimmage on Sunday.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you? Obviously pretty well.
Yeah, it went pretty well. I mean, the first run, hit his own play, cut it back, ran through a defensive end, ran for about 60 yards, and then there was another zone play. I just busted up the middle. I ran a couple DBs, so that's how I found out I had got a little bit faster than I was last year. I felt pretty good. I had also a couple other plays where I broke some tackles and did some good things, receiving out of the backfield. So I just think my offensive game has improved a lot, and I'm really excited. Yeah.
Was that production more on your end or the experienced offensive line?
It was a combination. I mean, the gaps they gave me were huge on those plays. I mean, they were huge gaps, and I was just able to run right through them. So I think those guys up front for sure had a definite impact on some of the plays I had. They're a good unit now. They're really consistent. They're doing their job. They're making good calls. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform overall this year too.
Nobody wants to get injured, but looking back, hindsight can be 2020. What did you benefit from the injury last year, having a chance to step back and maybe see things in a different way?
The injury let me take a step back and let me go over the offense more, slow things down. I went over the installs, I went over all the plays, I went over all my runs from the earlier that year before I got hurt and learned what I was doing wrong and learned what I was supposed to do. So it was a learning experience. I mean, I was able to go out there and physically do those things, but I was able to get a whole bunch of mental reps and just get in the playbook and learn the offense as a whole. And then I think that transferred because my pass protection increased. I'm able to pass pro better than I was as a freshman. I learned the routes. I learned the receiver routes. I know the pass concepts. I didn't know any pass concepts as a freshman. I just knew what I had. So I think I just grew as an offensive player overall. I mean, I almost feel like a quarterback. I know what the offensive line is doing. I know some of the offensive line calls. I know the receivers. I know what their routes are. I know what I have to do. So I know a lot more than I did last year for sure.
Thanks a lot.